That's why people should have a tribe, though. I feel like when you have a tribe, like for example, recently, like I've been working with 2 of my girls because we're gonna do this night that we're trying to like make it
dope,
and pop in, and it's gonna continue and it's gonna thrive. So we all like will FaceTime and like, you know, bounce off of each other's ideas. I think when you have a tribe and people that believe in you and you believe in them, that's why it's important to support each other. I think that's when you'll find that.
You chose a specific word that I don't think I've heard anybody else use when describing their circle. You said tribe. I want to like get into that a little bit. Why specifically the word tribe?
So it's funny because my friend Lester Ray had shout out Lester Ray. He had a little like going away fundraiser, and that's where I learned that. Because they were saying that like, and I think it's important, the word tribe, because it's so indigenous. It's so like authentic, like that's to your people.
Mm-hmm. It's real. It's to the roots. You know, it's real to the roots.
Exactly, and that's why I say tribe, because I think people that fuck with you since day one, you know who they really are.
Welcome back to the Run It Back podcast, the podcast where you come for the entertainment, for the sports. This is a podcast for the culture, and I'm one of your hosts, Percy.
I'm BOBBYBANDZZZ.
And in the room today, we got Reef behind the camera.
Yeah.
And on the mic, on the couch, we got Bruce.
Banging on some shit.
Fucking them sun chips up, boy.
That's a granola bar.
Hang on my glasses on. And if you're tuning in, you see we have upgraded the level of camera quality. Well, not the camera quality. I'm just getting into it.
A better. What are you trying to say? I'm
just trying to say, like, they gotta look at our ugly faces.
Yeah, okay, there we go. So just say that.
Oh, I thought you guys got a camera.
That's what I'm saying.
We are joined at the desk by DJ Squadooble.
Hey.
Straight from Chicago, North Side.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
Hello, everybody.
Double out the great just walking to the room. What's up, brother?
Yo.
All right. Holla at us, Bobby. Talk to us.
So, you're making history today.
Yay.
You are the first female on our podcast as a guest.
We're making HERstory.
HERstory. There we go.
Hey.
HERstory. Yeah,
you might have just titled this episode, but that's okay.
We've never had a female guest. Had a lot of
women like to be called women.
That's female.
Okay. I'm a defer to you.
What you on with me, bro? Let me talk,
Let me talk. I don't want you to get
I know what the ladies like.
I know how. Hey, I'm a smooth guy, V. Let me talk. Let me talk to the ladies listening right now.
I don't want you to get canceled first episode of Women's Month, man. You feel me?
She's the first female guest. All right. Back to what I was saying.
We appreciate you for coming out.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks for having me, guys. Even
though you're not too far, you're a couple minutes away. All right, as you said. So it wasn't too bad. I was a couple minutes away, too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
So, yeah, let's get into it. How long have you been DJing?
Since 2014. So I guess it's like
6 years. 6 about years. To be 6 years.
Mm-hmm. On and off, though. Like, it was just like a hobby. Or no, it was something I really loved to do, but then it became a hobby. So on and
when you had time and everything like that?
Yeah.
When did you, like, decide to do it as a job, as a career?
It's still not a career.
No? It's okay.
No. It's still like in the category of like hobby, because I really been trying to find myself. Like, I'm like on a spiritual journey with this stuff, like, you know, and I just need to like know what type of DJ I want to be. Like, when
as a brand, like as a person. And
yeah, basically. When I first started doing it, I was just kind of like up in the air, like, ooh, I'll do anything, like, whatever, I just want to do this shit, like, you know, and now I'm like, no, because I, like, been around for so long in the scene, and I've just seen so much, like, movement, and I just seen the way people move, and I'm like,
you're not fucking with it.
And I want to authentically be me, and I want to, like, make it with my hands that it's beautiful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like how you worded that it was real.
Yeah.
Correct. I see how people move, and I'm don't want to move like that. Okay, I see.
Because that's how you have a downfall. You feel me?
Right.
I want to be timeless. I always said that.
Do you think that comes with being a female DJ, or do you think that's just something as an artist, you know, finding yourself?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little confused.
Like you're saying, so
not wanting to play into the politics.
Yeah. All the phony shit, all the bullshit that comes with being a DJ. Do you think that's like, does it being a female play most of the factor, or is it just people are bullshit? You know, like how it comes. Just the bullshit.
I think that's any gender type of thing. Yeah, because male, female, like, you know. But I do definitely think that. Oh, that's such a hard question because I don't really want to like say the wrong thing. Okay, because like I guess like guys can like be effortless a little bit, but so could a female. A female could be effortless as well. But I guess if you are trying to brand yourself and stay out here as a female, yeah, it is a little bit harder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Do you have guys like hit on you all the time?
Let me tell you what's crazy. Yeah, like that's I'm not gonna say that's a no-brainer because I know it's not cocky, but I have a lot. I think I give like very, very lesbian vibes. A lot of females always wanna like. Oh my god, the shit girls tell me is like, huh? like most recently I was somewhere, I won't say where, and I was DJing, and my friend comes up to me and I saw how the girl talking to him type of thing. I'm like, oh man, this girl's gonna like be like, who's that? Who you talking to? I'm like, oh, I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm already nervous DJing. There's all these people, blah, blah. And he comes up to me, he said, oh, she just asked if she could fuck you. I was like,
oh.
Huh? And she's looking at me like, what's the answer though? And I'm like, don't look at her. Don't look at her. She won't see us.
She's a straight shooter.
Straight. And she just like the whole night I was like, and thank God oh fuck, I know where I was. Thank God like a thing happened. Yeah. So like she had to like move. Like I was like, okay. Alright, but shout out to her though. She was like, the old me would have been like, oh, let's see.
But now there's new spiritual you.
Yeah, now I'm like becoming a new person.
That is hilarious.
You got blinders on. That's cool.
Yeah.
But that means you're focused. What is 2020? What's 2020 looking like for you? What is the goals you want to, get out of this year?
Dude, finding myself and being authentic with who I am. And that's why I've always been lost, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think that's why I have so much anxiety, which is, like, crazy. Like, I know you won't believe that. Like, if you DJ, there's no way you have anxiety. Holy shit, I have the worst anxiety. You don't know how many shows I cry, like, or I throw up, or, like...
Before, during, after...
all of the above. And that's kind of why I drink, because I'm like, okay, when I drink,
calms your nerves.
It's like, who's there, But now I'm like, I'm definitely trying to be more spiritually woke. I'm trying to be connected with, I believe that my ancestors gave this to me as a gift, and I'm definitely trying to embrace that and find my individuality. And I was definitely pushed to do it this year, I would say. Yeah. Because I've been distracted a lot. So
you said you took Lent. You're doing Lent, right?
Yeah. I gave up alcohol because I definitely have an alcohol problem.
Well, it's easy to fall into that when you're a DJ.
Exactly. Not only that, but the nightlife.
The nightlife, yeah.
Yeah.
In the nightlife, you're how many nights a week are you doing?
Now it's definitely 2, if that. Yeah.
But then you got DJ friends, so you're gonna go out and support them.
My friends, my friends that rap, my friends that do anything. I go, I try to at least. Everybody, if they watch this, they're gonna be like, she's a flake ass bitch. She's lying hard as hell right now. But when I do try to go out,
I'll be trying.
Yeah, I try. And then I ruin my life, and that's why I don't want to do it again.
You got a friend that you're going out, and you're like, I'm gonna hit you later. I got you. I'm gonna hit you.
Yep.
Never hear from you.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave the house in 5 minutes. I'm 5 minutes away.
Hey, where you at?
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm the friend that's ass I'll go. And then they're like, okay, I'm about to pick you up. I'm like, you know what, dude? I don't even want to go no more. Yeah. I'm so honest. And that's why my friends be getting mad. Which I gotta chill on that, because then I'm gonna have no friends.
I've definitely been like, it's 4:30. Y'all want to go out tonight? For sure. I'll be there. 7:30 come. Like, I don't even want to go with these.
You're in your pajamas. You're like, dude, this feels so
like,
good.
Y'all shouldn't have let me go home if you wanted me to go out with you.
Dude,
it takes a lot of energy.
That's always what I say. It is energy.
Like, it's like drinking, like, it takes a lot of energy out of you.
And
like,
then
it
the
beats
next
you
day.
up. Yeah, and the next day is the worst. Like, even if you're not hungover, it's just, you don't realize, like, energy is like a liquor is like a superpower to me. Like, it gives you just, like, you're going. You know, it's like fuel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're drunk, you're just nonstop. You don't realize how much you're walking, how much you're talking, how much you're doing
you're
anything.
even doing sometimes,
yeah,
dude.
you know. So
when I like be blacking out my autopilot, like, dude, that's crazy. What like I know how to do.
Yeah,
like automatically. Like
I told people in 2015, I had the first self-driven car. They said, "What do you mean?" I said,
I created the Tesla.
Please, no drinking and driving,
Yeah,
y'all.
no.
But I was the first, and I remember I'm by Soldier Field. What am I doing by Soldier Field? I have no clue. And next day I wake up on my bed and I'm like,
this nigga gets drunk and decides to go on Lakeshore Drive. Most niggas go on Lakeshore Drive and start drinking.
Yeah,
I was drunk on Lakeshore Drive. And I woke up like somebody knocking on my door. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's a blessing you made it home.
Hell yeah,
for sure. I've had a.
Yeah, that shit's scary though. It's drinking is scary. Not knowing what the unknown is the scariest.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I have so much anxiety the next day because like I black out very easy because I'm malnourished. And like so when I like wake up the next day I'm like, okay, I'm like freaking out because I know I like did really bad stuff but I can't remember what it was and if I did it. Because sometimes I be thinking things, you know.
I never woke up but didn't open your eyes and said a little prayer before opening your eyes. It's like, please let me be at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
I get what you're saying. Like,
yes.
Okay.
Like,
but that's like a long
you
time
remember
ago.
what you did last night. Like, you remember, wait. I remember going out. Don't remember getting home.
Yeah.
But I'm woke. Nothing hurts.
In my home. You're right.
That's in jail cell.
Right.
Oh, no.
Hey, we were talking about it the other day. So, my old apartment, we used to have parties and stuff all the time. Hey, remember, so I got fucked up, like really fucked up. And I want to sleep in my room. But in the middle, like I guess they were where were y'all at? In the living room, right? And I walked out of my room. Do you know Metro? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I walked out, shout out Metro. Metro was my roommate. I walked out of my bedroom, walked to Metro's room, and went to sleep on Metro's bed. But I didn't remember anything. Like, I don't remember this. And I said some words to them. Like, they said I was probably sleepwalking or some shit.
What the
I said some words. Order some chicken.
Sounds like banana fish.
He said banana fish. It was some random ass, put in the oven ass, some random ass shit. And then I woke up like what? And I was in my boxers. That was it.
You forgot to mention that it was 90 degrees outside. You had AC in your room.
Wow.
Slept walking to Metro's room. It's a hot ass. Crazy.
I would have been mad as hell at myself.
I was mad I was in Metro's bed. What the fuck?
For real.
I'm like, what the fuck? I woke up like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I come out and they're still like up or half asleep. I'm like, what? They're like, G, you was tweaking. I'm like,
your extra smart ass was like, man, it's cold in here. I need to sweat this alcohol.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe. Yeah, think about it like that.
I don't know what it was.
Sweating out the toxins. Okay.
Nah, it's
sweat this shit out.
That drinking is definitely something.
Mm-hmm. It takes a big part of you. Like it becomes. I don't know.
Yeah, I think everyone runs into that though. Mm-hmm. Like especially when you're used to drinking. You know, summers roll on. Motherfuckers don't stop drinking.
Yeah,
it really is. Summers roll on. Like summer, August, then it's like November, then I'm still drinking. The holidays come, then you're still drinking.
Right.
Then you know what I'm saying? It
Very
just
true.
It's something.
And I feel so good that I haven't been drinking for like 8 days. But like,
that's good. That's great.
It feels amazing. Like I feel so energized. I feel like I take naps like all the time. And today I didn't even want to take a nap, but I was like, let me take a nap because I know I'm gonna be cranky. I'm literally like a little baby.
I need that too.
We appreciate you for taking your nap
before the pod.
See, now I'm awake. I'm like here, present. Hello.
That's funny.
We just went on a long alcohol-based
We did.
I know, right?
We did. That was a little tangent.
Nobody's had a drink here.
Right. I'm like so power up. No, I'm just kidding. All crazy.
Well, there's a lot of bottles in the kitchen. They're empty though.
No.
Whole different vibe.
Yeah, definitely. They're empty. I'm like, oh, we're gonna play bowling.
So, in honor, I guess you can say, it's National Women's Month. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give you guys a fact. Just a quick fun fact that I looked up earlier. The first female nightclub DJ was in 1974.
Damn.
And her name was Karen Mixon Cook. She was, I guess, 19 years old.
19 in the club.
Yeah.
They were probably like, was the rules the same, like 21 or no?
I don't think so. 70s? 74?
74, yeah. It was probably like hippie days.
Yeah, probably not. Because, just like Karen, I was 19 in the club. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. So she was DJing. Yeah, 1974. But it said there was already, like, I guess, club, like, DJs. Or, like, no, not club DJs. Like, radio DJs already. So, like, there was already radio DJs since, I guess, 1966 or something like that.
Somebody was throwing the quarter parties. DJ.
Oh yeah, throwing the rent party.
Yes, true. The underground.
You charge a quarter, then pay your rent.
Damn, those are the days.
Have you DJ'd a bunch of house parties before? Like, have people?
Oh yeah, that's where I started.
Yeah,
where the first. I'll never forget it. It was July 18, 2014. Why? I only remember the date because I had to look it up. But I remember the day because. Oh my God, I did some crazy drugs the night before and I didn't know I was going to do that. And we were like handing out flyers for this house party. Like it was about to be this dope ass house party in this dope ass house that like, I don't know who the person was that lived in this house, but we used to throw house parties there all the fucking time. But it was a dope ass house right there on Milwaukee and Armitage. Oh my God, beautiful.
Oh, okay.
And it was like 2 stories, like dope. Oh my God. So yeah, the guy I was like talking to like ended up putting like some drugs in my drink. I didn't even know. So I like was on Molly, like my eyes were like this big, like woo. So we're like handing out flyers like for the party, like in Wicker Park. I'm like tweaking, like I can't do this. I'm like throwing up and shit. Point is, I rolled for 15 hours. The next day, it was my grandma's birthday. It was all this shit. The big house party, my first like DJ like debut type shit. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the ER.
Oh, shit.
I never went. I just drank milk or some shit. But, like, I got over it. I, like, did the shit, and it was, like, lit. But I forever, like, live for that vibe, house party vibes. Like, you'll never feel that vibes again. Like,
it's different.
Clubs are not the same. Bars are not. That's why I love hole-in-the-wall bars, because it gives me that same essential feeling.
Yeah, like a house party.
I was just listening to some people talk about the difference between, like, 18 and over versus 21. It's like the guys obviously like 27, 29. He was saying if you want to actually have fun, I think they're in LA, go to the 18 and over, get you a section because everybody's in there just dancing and
true,
drugged up. And then in the the 21 and over clubs, everybody's kind of like kind of politicking, there for something, unnecessarily there to dance or have fun. And the girls that's dancing, they're dancing with their homies.
True.
I've definitely seen some 40-year-olds in an 18-year-old club.
That's a different topic.
Yeah, right? OMG.
They was trying to have fun. What? You said what?
We were in the well, you had to be there.
I was not there.
We was
I was not there, sir.
I was not with no old niggas in an 18-year-old club.
We was 18.
And what? We
was 18. I think we was somewhere we weren't supposed to be at. Like I think it might have been a 21 and over spot. Remember the little Puerto Rican lady? She grabbed me and had me dancing with her. She had to be like 42.
Whoa!
That wasn't me.
You was in the other part. He went there.
That wasn't me.
Whoa!
I don't know.
She had to be like 40 something.
She was at least 42.
Yo, there's always that one lady that's like.
Damn, that make her like 60 now.
Oh.
She's always like fucked up. Yeah. Something fucked up happened to her in her past.
Shout out Big Chiefs out of Ontario, California. Good people over there. But I'll ask you this question. So what's your favorite style of music to DJ? What's your favorite style of music, I'll say?
Yeah, so remember when I was like, I just wanted to do everything. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So definitely I was like, always like that. Like first I started on EDM or some shit, and then I just started learning everything. I think I started learning on house too, low key. But my favorite style, so I ended up just a lot. And my favorite is definitely, it's gonna be hip hop, juke, and house. I literally, this doesn't sound cliche as fuck, but I love Chicago as fuck music. I like to make
house, Chicago house.
Yeah, Chicago house, Chicago juke, I don't know, and Jersey. I like Jersey too.
Yeah.
Just anything that's more up tempo, 80 BPM. Fast.
Do you go to the
reggaeton.
the house fest by Millennium? Have you been to that?
No, I never have. I'm always working or something.
Oh man,
something's
that shit
always.
was dope. Remember when we went?
It's actually coming up. So
it is.
I just saw Facebook post about.
It's in June.
Yeah, right.
I feel like somebody was mentioning something to me about it recently.
So
May.
it's in Millennium, right?
Maybe May.
In Millennium Park, they have different sections of it. Yeah. Where it's Chicago house, old school, whatever, different styles, but it's crazy. You just see people dancing nonstop.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
That's definitely a vibe. We had so much fun.
Man, you got the grass because you see what is that? The Pritzker, where Obama spoke, the stage and all that right there. All that's open. That's a stage for more bands and just people just sitting in the grass.
Yeah. Literally everywhere you go is a different stage, different music, different DJs. Super.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good, and it was fun.
I request a day off now because I swear something always literally never.
And it's free.
Go to that.
Right, you got to make sure you block off that day.
Right,
to get over there.
Let me look it up now.
Man, that day was we just walked around, literally just drunk. Listening to music. And the Chicago music, the Chicago section was lit.
That's why Chicago has so much soul. I never want to lose that. I want to be just like Chicago.
Did you see the NBA intro, the Common when he was talking a couple weeks ago? All-Star Weekend. You have to watch it. Yeah. So it makes you we always talk about moving from Chicago and what's next and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And after watching that video, I did not want to move from Chicago.
I always I have a love-hate relationship with Chicago too.
Yeah, Chicago, the weather is pretty much the most, and Chicago gives me anxiety. Yeah. When I'm driving in Chicago, there's no relaxing. Yeah. I don't know. It's just
that could happen anywhere though.
Yeah, but when I go out on vacation, it's just
maybe because ignorance is bliss.
That's true.
You know here.
Yeah.
So that's why you're scared.
Yeah. Well, I ain't scared. Sure.
I mean, anxious, scared.
No, it's always just having, on your toes, you always got to be on your toes when you're in Chicago. So,
yeah, true.
That causes anxiety sometimes. You're just
yeah, that's true. It does keep us aware though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm always alert. Who's around?
Me too. I always got to know my surroundings all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely aware of that on vacation too, though. But a little less though than home. Have a little fun.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me take you back to the house party stuff that we were just talking about.
Nice. I love those things. I love those memories.
I kind of took us on a tangent and went into 18 and over clubs. Damn, I don't know how to ask it, but did you experience the whole because part of it is kind of the raw setup of it, it's it's plug in and almost like a plug in and play, with the setup. Mm-hmm. So I just remember being at house parties and one of the things we had to deal with
somebody
was just
connect
who the fuck stepped on the cord, who unplugged the shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I remember one time there was this house party. It was elbow to elbow, nobody, but everybody's juking, everybody's fucking I don't know how these floors don't collapse,
same,
dude.
Same. You feel
I felt that shit. I was oh Lord Jesus. I think it was my birthday too, low key. But I don't think so. You know what's crazy? That happened to me at when I a year ago.
Yeah. Really?
So Mercury retrograde always fucks with me. And my computer is it's always with I gotta knock on wood every time I say this, but when I was at this gig in Chinatown, it was they had it was for this group. They were rapping and stuff. I was stressed out that whole day because I was like, man, I don't know. Like my computer only worked with the charger on it. I'm like, man, I don't know. So I have another computer, but that's for my schoolwork, like for like literally papers, and there's no music on there. So I was like, fuck it, let me just transfer like what I could do, you know, in case anything happens. I put some of the rappers' files on my stuff and everything. I'm like, fuck it, just in case, blah, blah, blah. You always have, that's the thing I learned too. You always have to be open-minded. You always have to know new shit. You always have to be, you can't just settle. Like, you can't be a settler. If you're a settler, DJing's not for you. Like, if you're just like, oh, I'm just going to learn like this and this is going to be cool for me. No, because then some shit's going to happen to you. You're going to be like, fuck, I wish I knew that.
Yeah, you got to learn everything. Yeah.
Sure.
And it's better to be that way. You're a well-rounded person. You know your craft. You love your craft. Don't disrespect your craft. So
it sounds like me coaching. I swear to God, I think I gave a speech like that like 3 weeks ago.
I'm a coach out here.
DJ coach.
Right. So we're like mid-gig, like, okay, because my laptop was working. I was like, cool, it's plugged in the wall. The wall's right here. I'm good. Like, nothing bad can happen, right? Like, everything's fine. So I'm literally like, I'm talking about these people, like, yeah, I'm talking about like Nuck If You Buck is on. Like, we're like out here, like people throwing them bows, you know? And then all of a sudden I had moved, turned off the whole shit. Whole thing went off. The vibes just said, huh?
If you buck.
Remember when I said I threw up and I cry and all that stuff? Threw up. So I was like, fuck, like, what do I do? I'm like crying. This was 30 minutes long because like the laptop I ended up bringing did, of course, the driver was missing for my fucking controller.
Like
didn't
like
dude, it was just a nightmare. Did that happen to you?
To answer your question, yes, it has happened to me for several weeks now.
Yeah.
Where I forget something. I forget the computer. No, I forgot the computer yet.
Not yet. Thank you.
This
Make
adapter
lists.
here that plugs everything into the computer. I forgot the battery charger, so the camera died, so we couldn't charge the battery.
No.
This time
you forgot the battery on the PlayStation.
I did forget. I forgot the whole battery.
This has been like
For like the last 5 weeks.
5 weeks, 5 episodes every week.
So today I have everything.
Yeah.
I did everything.
Because I'm here.
And then
Then the card wasn't formatted. There's 128 gigabytes. We're only using 18 so far, and it says cards full.
It's okay. Copy. He's copying, please, everybody. It's all right.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not grounded.
You know what? I think I need a nap.
Yeah, see? That's been my thing lately. I'm like, I'm a nap. When people are just doing too much, I'm a nap.
Nah, I was like, I think I got addicted to napping.
Dude, me too.
Like, facts. I got like really addicted to like just taking a sleep, like going to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
Taking a sleep.
Taking a sleep.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Listening to Top Boy a little too long. Like, I'm just gonna go take a sleep.
I'm gonna knock out for real. But no, it was more. I think.
Sorry.
I would have like I have a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
So like I dream like 7 to probably 10 different dreams in a night.
Yo.
Like in a
Lucid
night.
dreams type of shit.
Everything's a different story. Like everything's a different. It'll go from one to one to one to one. Like it'll go like that.
That would bother me.
So what I do, like sometimes it's good. So I'll wake up and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back to sleep so I can dream again.
Yeah, like you could go
I need
back.
to finish this story. This is
Yeah. But like it'll just be like dreams. Just,
Bro.
all right, let me go back to sleep.
I've been getting shot at every night.
Nah,
your dreams?
bro, I had a crazy one today.
No, that's not
Like
good.
middle of shootouts and ducking and running.
That Chicago anxiety, bro. You anxious? I'm telling you.
Remember your dream?
No.
Do I
You gotta look
I
it up.
remember it.
Are you into like dream? Do you believe dreams have a meaning? Yeah.
Yeah, my dreams tell me like stuff before they happen.
Yeah.
And
Me
like,
too.
yeah. And that's why you gotta like really read into them. You gotta like write them down. Like so much weird shit. Like my dreams, like especially within the last like 4 months, have been scary on point. Like,
Yeah.
So
I've been shot in the head so many times in my
I will
dream
hopefully not knock on
that I know
wood.
that's how I'm going out.
Knock on wood.
Yes.
Yeah. I died.
No, you know what they say? You wake up in dreams because you don't know what that feels like.
Yeah. It's like
Oh, okay.
One
So
of the
like-
ones that I remember most vividly. I'm sitting in the backseat of a car. I'm a real estate agent. I stopped sitting in cars because this dream kept happening. I sit in the back of the car and someone comes up and they pull it and I look and I say no, and as I'm screaming no, he pulls the trigger. So I hear the bang, it goes black. It's black for a second, then I wake up.
Yeah.
It's like
shit.
That's crazy. You don't know. It's like that dream when you're falling off the cliff. Do you ever hit the floor?
No, there was one. I got shot.
It goes black. Everything shuts off.
I got shot in the head. It went black.
And I feel like numb.
And it was just like, I remember like laying there. Like I remember falling. My body would lay there and then it went completely black. And I felt like I couldn't move. Like I was just stuck there in black.
I need to smoke some more dope. I don't have dreams.
No?
I don't, like, rarely.
You're one of those.
I don't remember them or
you probably have.
Well,
I just knock out.
Well, are you up late? Go to sleep early where you don't have time? Like it's quick. You gotta.
Yeah, my sleep patterns are regular.
That's why. When mine is really irregular, my dream pattern is off. But if I'm getting like long hours of sleep, then I'm having fucking like. But if you're high as fuck too, you're just blacking out.
My dreams are all over the place.
See,
I don't smoke, so
yeah.
Your mind just be racing. See me,
I'm always thinking about something, like
me too.
7 things at the same time. If you got into my head, you'd be like, "How was he so calm?"
Yeah, facts. Me too. I'll be laying there fucking just staring at the wall. My mind just be.
There's a guy in your head for sure.
There's a what?
A dude in there just like yelling. There's no
Fucking
brain.
with you. Yelling? He's just yelling?
It's a hamster on the
And he's screaming?
He's screaming, yeah.
Guy in there just yelling instructions. Walk, nigga.
What you feel is these dreams that feel like hours are really minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember, so yesterday when you left to the store and you came back, I had a dream. And I woke up and I was like, wait, you're back already? Because I had a dream and I was like, there's no way. Like it felt so much a full dream and he was gone a couple minutes. Like, it was like probably 10, 15 minutes. But,
whoa.
And I was like, a full dream. And I woke up like.
We just shifted from Running Back Podcast to that 70s show.
It's like Inception.
Time is an illusion.
Do you nap before your like shows and stuff like that?
All the time.
Do you have a ritual?
I try not to, no. Because then, like, I don't know. Well, normally if like I'll work, like if I work 9 to 5 and I'll have a later show, I'll nap for sure. But then if like I'll work like later and then I don't have time to nap, that's why I have to break that habit because then I get cranky. And then I'm like, oh, I wish I fucking nap because now I'm just fucking tired and I hate all these fucking
And then if you're in a bad mood, you're in a bad mood DJ?
Yeah, I do. I get in a little grumpy baby mode.
Playing all the fight songs.
Yeah. Ooh, I've done that before on accident. Oops, that was an accident. Didn't see that coming.
Hilarious.
Would you say you DJ like more in like the Wicker Park, Logan Square area?
100%. That and Pilsen.
And Pilsen?
That's more like my vibe, you know.
Yeah.
I've done other stuff, but I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to DJ for certain people. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
You know, for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's what I want. I want to be like open. That's why I'm trying to be more open and like that's why I need to know my style, because if I know my style, I can do my style any type of way.
You don't have
Doesn't
a manager.
matter.
You don't have a manager.
I don't want a manager.
Huh? Look at Percy laughing. Look at he trying to see. I'm trying to sign you or something. No, I'm just wondering because sometimes like
shoot.
If you
Let me be your manager.
Exactly. No. Sometimes people just need like help finding that brand. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes having a manager handle most of that stuff for you. You don't need.
Or even just someone to consistently bounce ideas off of. Just like this is the person that I go to. Or just 100% invested in your brand the same way you are.
Fair. I feel like that's why people should have a tribe though. I feel like when you have a tribe, like for example, recently, like I've been working with 2 of my girls because we're gonna do this night that we're trying to like make it
dope.
And pop in, and it's gonna continue and it's gonna thrive. So we all like will FaceTime and like, bounce it off each other's ideas. I think when you have a tribe and people that believe in you and you believe in them, that's why it's important to support each other. I think that's when you'll find that. And you don't necessarily need a manager.
You don't need a manager. A strong.
For sure, that's what I'm saying. Somebody to bounce ideas off of. Yeah. But this is the part where I talk my shit because you just let into it. Support your people, man.
Yeah. 100%. Like I said, I was watching interviews before I got here, and Naomi Campbell was saying that. She's like, it's really important for everybody to support each other. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, I have friends that do all type of shit, you know, and you always like want to make sure like no one's forgotten, no matter how minuscule that thing is. Like, even if they're just learning, support, because you don't know anybody's background or where they came from.
So you chose a specific word that I don't think I've heard anybody else use when describing their circle. You said tribe. I want to like get into that a little bit. Why specifically the word tribe?
So it's funny because my friend Lester Ray had shout out Lester Ray. He had a little like going away fundraiser, and that's where I learned that. Because they were saying that like, and I think it's important the word tribe because it's so indigenous. It's so like authentic, like that's to your people.
It's real. It's to the roots. You know, it's roots to the roots.
Exactly, and that's why I say tribe because I think people that fuck with you since day one, you know who they really are, and people that are just like onto you now. And that's like what's funny. Like that just gets funny when you have an eye like that. Yeah. You start seeing people like, oh, I know you really don't fuck with me. Yeah. But you're gonna act like you do. And when I make it, you're gonna be there. Okay, cool. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But
Teach their own.
Teach their own.
You know.
I like it.
People fake it till they make it sometimes.
Exactly.
No, I like that word though. I'm real big on like I have a lot of friends. And some people say like having a lot of friends is a bad thing, you know, because you know people be like, oh, the smaller your circle or whatever. Right. But it's just really,
you can still have a lot of friends and still have a small circle.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I have it. Like I have a lot of friends. I meet a lot of people, but like you only see me with the same around. You know what I'm saying? Same. People
I know
around
people
me.
From all walks of life, and I have 2 friends. Like you know, so I feel you.
I would say I got like 10 friends.
Okay, Mr. Popular.
No, but on the regular, see, it's different though, because on the regular, speaking to them,
right.
You know.
No, that's what I'm talking about, like core friends. Like I'm talking about when I'm like down and out and I can't rely on nobody else, like because of I'm like, I don't know, I'm very like in tune with my emotional side though, and my public figure.
I was just about to
with a Cancer rising.
With a Cancer, what is it?
Rising.
Okay, see,
I come off as a Cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's that Scorpio stuff.
Say that shit. What you about to say?
That's why I said. No. He's a Scorpio.
Yeah.
You know, same thing. A lot of Scorpios that I know are like
in tune with their emotions. We're in depth with our emotions. We know they're here.
I don't think some are.
So nice.
I don't say they're in. Emotional.
Yeah.
People have different. There's different emotions. You know.
She says in tune with.
Meaning, like I feel
in tune
like
with her emotions. You said, "Bitch, you emotional."
Yeah. Well, not
talking to him.
Yeah.
Talking to him.
He says that to him.
What the fuck going on in this?
Right. I was like, the dancery just got. That just went left.
Welcome to the RUNITBACK.
What just happened in the dancery? No, but like Earth signs, I feel like you guys are never really in tune with your emotions. Like I just got out of a relationship with Earth sign, and like I noticed that. Like it's you're crazy, you're this, you're that. No, I'm feeling what I'm feeling is real, and I'm acknowledging that what I'm feeling is real because why else would I be feeling it? You need to get in tune with your emotions. That's why you be. I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna
Ladies, do y'all feel the same way about your man?
This is the first time we've gotten this
female perspective here. No, but I do agree with you.
A whole lot of like.
But that could be female or male. What if you have an unemotional girlfriend? I'm sure guys have had unemotional girlfriends, and you're like, why am I more emotional? I've had an overly emotional boyfriend actually, and that's what I was like, whoa, okay. Something's not here. But he wasn't in tune with his emotions, and that's why he was overly emotional.
Okay. So when you're in tune, see, some people don't get in tune with their emotions. They're not able to control.
That's what
it takes time. It takes time for people.
She don't cry.
Maybe you are overly emotional.
No, yeah, maybe you are overly emotional.
No, but maybe she doesn't show you.
She's born in June.
Is she a Gemini crazy?
June.
Well, June what though?
June 2nd.
Gemini. She's crazy. She's just not trying to show you that she cries, but she cries.
She cries like minimally. Like you
yeah.
rarely see her cry,
I used to live with
She's one of the people. She's been through so much. She don't have no tears.
That was my next thing. I was like, sometimes some people just been through so much. Like
they're numb.
I've been through so much. It's just like you can't affect me.
Yeah, you know?
Like obviously. Like not that you can't affect me, but just like obviously, like everything is not like my 10 is a whole different level than some other people's. You know. But I am an earth sign, like you said.
I think that's some earth sign shit because I promise I can't relate to anything you guys are saying. I'm like, I've been through shit. I've cried through that. I'll cry right now. I literally was like, no. I was like, can't relate.
It's crazy because a lot of the time, men be like, yeah, I don't have feelings because this and that and that. And I think we don't want to feel sometimes.
And I feel like men are always like, don't cry, you little bitch.
Like, you're tougher than that. Yeah, be tough. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
There's definitely some of that. I was a crybaby until like 9. And then I cried about everything. Like, everything. Like, you looked at me sideways.
That's such a little boy. Virgos are always like that.
But then just one day, okay, I'll tell you the story of it was I cried so much, right? And then my dad just like, I'm fucking tired of this. He literally punched me in the chest, said, take it. Don't cry.
I'm calling DCFS. That would have been me. I was a little badass kid. I would have been, DCFS.
For me, that was like the last time. No, technically like one of the last times, like the second to last time one of my parents had to hit me for any reason. Like I just wasn't a bad kid. Didn't really get whooped.
So don't call
stop crying.
He's trying to tell you.
All right, this is so you can't call now. He's a grown man. I call now.
30 years later.
20 years ago.
20 years later.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it was like, just been through so much. But like, after that, I just didn't cry. It just wasn't worth it. I mean, not worth it, but like that's how I look at it.
Hey, I see that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah. You know, I see somebody post on Twitter, and they were like, "The way I feel is always right," and I was like,
"Your emotions
sometimes."
Are valid.
They were like, I put sometimes, right? And they were like, no, all the time. And I'm like, whoa, all right. They about to attack me right now.
Like technically, like the way you feel is right. Yes, you are entitled to how you feel, but you might not be
correct.
Irrational. You might be a little rational.
To a situation, irrational. I don't know. It's just like the
perception of reality.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. It's like certain situations make you feel a certain type of way, and that's the reason why your emotions are valid. Mm-hmm. Maybe you didn't act correctly to the situation, but you are valid for feeling what you felt because that's how you took it.
Right. The emotions was right. What you did out of those emotions.
Yeah, your
feeling is there. And a lot of the guys play dumb. Come on, bro.
Oh my God, like, do they though?
I'm sorry. I'm going to be on the female side. Women's Month this month. I'm going to be on your side.
You better say that shit, Capricorn.
Hey, listen.
Stay louder for the earth signs in the back.
No, we play stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
explain.
Oh, I'll explain.
Yeah, explain. I'm like, no, because a lot of the times we feel like females don't have a reason to feel why they feel.
When they know what they did.
And they know a lot of the
you know why she pissed off.
Guys, when they come home and you come home and you know she's mad, and then you like, why you mad? Nigga, you know why I'm mad. Nigga, like, what the fuck you mean? But then it's like we expect you not to be mad.
Why you mad?
You know?
Why you mad?
It's why you mad. We expect you know?
Why you mad is more like, don't be mad. You shouldn't be mad.
Exactly.
It's not literally why you mad. It's just like, bro.
But depends the context.
Yeah, in line, there's lines. People disrespect. Every relationship's different.
Oh yeah,
there's different.
Boundaries.
There's a lot of lines. There's lots of lines everywhere when you're in a relationship.
Boundaries. That's why boundaries need to be established in the beginning of every relationship.
The beginning is such a different stage, though. It's so like, I'm trying to impress you and doing everything.
That's the best time.
But that's why if you don't set those boundaries up right away, it's like you're not building a railroad. Like you just
for success. Yeah,
like,
that's why it derails.
You end up a couple months down the line, maybe a year down the line, regretting like, damn, how I end up here.
Right, and that's what happens.
A couple months.
You bought a plane ticket.
That honeymoon phase. No.
Yeah, so some people honeymoon stage can last for a nice period of time. You know? Like
that's like two sociopaths, like two people that act like they don't know what's going on.
you get two hopeless romantics together. Like,
oh shit!
Yo,
that's that crackhead love.
Have y'all seen that Netflix show, the Love Connection?
I did see some of it. I tried
to watch it. Yeah, because I tried to avoid it. I was like, fuck it, it's here. Fuck it. I watched it and I was like, I cannot do this. This cannot be.
I saw the advertisement. I can't watch no bullshit like that, bro.
Okay, so
I definitely did.
They're literally. What are they? They're in
pods. So it's like if
they're potting right. They're potting to each other. And they fall in love.
They talk through the wall. If no one has seen it,
see how crazy this sounds.
They talk through a wall, but you don't know what race they are. You don't know like anything about them.
Oh, you can't even see them.
You can't see them.
There's a
you
curtain.
just go on dates. Like you
and
go.
Everyone has their political voice on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
they both eating behind the wall.
They're eating behind the wall. It's kind of just like having a texting conversation. Kind of having. Like,
we talked about that too. How sometimes you start to like
the person without
start to like the person, then you see him just like there's no physical attraction.
Right, or maybe there's no emotional attraction. You like the text person and not them.
But what they created was emotional like interaction.
An emotional bond.
So talking through like I think what they like I always like read past the show.
Yeah.
Like I really look into the experiment because they always say it's an experiment, a love experiment. So like I think they were given questions where people were able to understand each other, you know what I'm saying? Like more in depth. Yeah. Because they were talking about they fell in love in 4 days.
That's that's the part I'm waiting for you to stop talking so I can talk about.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, 4 days to love. Like,
maybe if you're looking for love that
and that's
bad,
the part that I was gonna say too. Like,
you're open to everything.
I fall in love every 4 days.
Yeah, right. I was like, I'm always in love.
Are you?
I'm easily in love. Yeah.
Because I
would say I am too, though.
Yeah. See, I think.
But
well,
I don't fall for none of that.
No, but I definitely know. Like. When I love somebody.
No, or in love. There's two different. Loving is like
when I love.
Loving for like.
And then being in love with someone.
You can have love for someone off of just emotional
you can
interaction.
have love for someone just off the fact that they're a person.
Months.
Yeah, you love the person. You love.
No, I mean just like your life is valuable. I love you. You can say I love you to a person just for being in the room. You know, like thank you for coming to the pod. I appreciate your love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's different.
And then, what I'm saying, just like...
There's different.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Then there's like levels to it, is all I'm saying. You know, like,
there's levels to this shit. Yeah. There is, though. There is, for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm a Capricorn, so I don't love easily. We're gonna keep I'm gonna keep
not
going.
Find you a Scorpio. Just kidding. We'll ruin your life. Apparently.
Hilarious.
Allegedly.
Well, I got a Leo.
Give me 3 months.
My girl's a Leo.
A Leo?
Yeah.
Big sign as well, but they're that's good. I feel like that's really good because the dynamic works because Leo is very hardworking, so is Capricorn. They love that in each other. Yeah. Like you guys are go-getters, so that works.
Yeah, seems about right.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That was accurate. She hit you with the...
No, because the reason why it doesn't work is because it's the same fixed situation. Like, like it's just like us fixed signs, Leos, Scorpios, and Aquarius. We're so like, nope, it's our way or no way, and that's it. So and Capricorns are not like that. They're just, well, they are in a sense very stubborn too. Oh, fucking stubborn. But in a sense, they're open-minded. Like, they're like, no, we gotta try new things. We gotta do new stuff. And we're like, no, we don't. We gotta go to the same place all the time and do the same things. Yeah. So it's like a weird
stuck
dynamic.
in their ways.
Yeah.
I read something one time that say you open your mind when you take different routes to the same place. So I'll turn, make a right early one time.
I hate traffic.
A long way.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't go the same route all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that maybe.
Some people do that just because they don't want to get seen on or can't travel down certain blocks. They don't want to get seen on certain blocks. They gotta move.
Watching.
We're changing routes again.
I can't be riding down North Avenue at 4 o'clock every day.
That's funny.
True.
That is funny.
We've been around the world.
Yeah, we have.
You breaking down barriers up here.
The first time they talked about love on this motherfucker.
I swear.
Crazy.
We would have looked like
defines love. That's crazy.
We just define love. What is love?
Oh no! I'm like, oh no!
Valentine's
Don't
Day
do
was
this.
a couple weeks ago too.
Was it? Yeah.
It feels like a
Now
month.
St. Patty's coming up.
You have any plans for St. Patty's?
I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get that
Work?
bread.
Hell
St.
yeah.
Patty's is a good money day for me.
Yeah.
It's all about the green.
Yeah, I always hated St. Patty's Day. I did it one time, and I was drunk, blacked out by 8 o'clock. Hey, what you doing, text? What the fuck? I'll never do that shit again. That's what I said that time. I'll never do that shit again.
That's funny.
No.
Sent that before.
Right? Been there?
What you doing?
Right. It's 8 o'clock.
Happy New Year.
It's 4:30. Whoa, I just had brunch.
WYD.
L-I-N-K.
All caps.
Exactly. It's wild over here.
That's funny.
With the wink emoji.
No.
That's really good.
What's really good?
It was really good.
No.
Is that all we got? We pretty much wrapped up.
You think so? I mean, we've
been all over the world so far.
We had a
Yeah.
lot of off-camera conversations.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't a lot of like DJ
Nah, it
talk
wasn't.
and
Yeah.
music talk. There was more like everything talk.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about a bunch of random shit.
Should it be more focused on that?
It doesn't, I mean...
You got anything like you want to talk about in specific?
It's about, I mean, it's just...
Right. In specific is not good English. I'm gonna stay fucking it up too, so I'm just gonna.
I'm
gonna keep going bad until you find a little spot to cover. You know?
I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Say what?
Favorite show is a house
Favorite
party.
show is a house party. To the DJ app.
I'm sorry.
Your
I just stared at you. I didn't listen.
You're like, I feel you.
I hate when I do that. Yeah, I think I'm secondhand high. Oh shit.
Nah, but you said house party, right?
Oh, are my favorite.
Favorite. But what was your specific favorite? Was it a house party or?
Like in general that I've
set.
ever.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite set ever.
Yeah, what's your favorite set?
Oh my god, I don't even know. That's hard. I barely have memory. I'm like your camera. Sorry. And we're up. Sorry.
That was a good one.
I honestly don't even have a fucking answer though. Because I can't like remember. The thing that's like crazy is like I never like, this is where I fuck up. Because I don't practice and I don't like anymore. I don't like set up for my sets either. I just went, fuck it, I'm gonna just go in like and that's like where I be like messing up because I'm just like searching through crates like hurry up, this song's gonna end, bitch, you know, like so I don't really know. I don't have an answer right now.
That's okay.
You used to DJ?
Serato.
You use vinyl?
No, I learned on
That was my next
vinyl.
question. I'm like, you going searching through the crates? You gotta.
Oh well, I have because it's set up.
And,
I was about to say like this. It looks the same. That's why. But it's like set up like you know
In
to
crates.
do it in
Gotcha.
vinyl or
You just
whatever.
put a disc, right?
Because I use the. It depends.
There's different. You can use record, you can use CD.
Right.
It just depends on what you are operating. Like what using turntables, controllers.
Like what medium you like.
Yeah.
It's.
What's your favorite to DJ on?
I like my controller because it's easy.
Do you take your controller
Yeah.
with you when you
Everywhere.
DJ?
Yeah, because it's easy. It's just like, especially if you want to, like, it's a keypad, so it's
Yeah.
just like, doo, doo, doo. You could, like, easier, like, cue points, and it's like, I don't have any of that shit, and I wish I did because I'll be so annoying. And I need my own, like, little drop, too, but that's something I need to, like, just work on. I definitely need to, like, work on my craft, and that's, like, why I stopped for so long. People had caught me right when I was going to retire, too. I was like, man, fuck, I don't think I should be fucking doing this. And then,
come on.
yeah, everyone was like, hey, can you be like our DJ? And I was like, sure. You caught me right when I was going to retire.
Kept you still working.
Yeah.
Controllers going into the box. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
dude. I was like, man, I'm going to sell this. Like, fuck this. Like, why do I do this? Like, what am I doing this for? Maybe.
But that's the reason, though. People ask you for it. It's for you to be their DJ for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the joy in it while
Yeah.
you're DJing.
And it does bring me like, the thing that I hated about it was that I have such bad social anxiety and I don't like to do it because it gets me nervous. You know, you are setting up the vibes for everybody.
Yeah, right.
Like, essentially, that's my job. And so that gets like, ooh, especially when it's a Saturday night. There's like 300 fucking people there. You're like,
you don't wear a mask.
I always said I was. But I never did it. I was like, fuck it. Because I'm too cute. I was just
you
like,
got all the women coming up to you.
You got all the
I was like, I'm too cute.
Girls hitting on you.
Oh my God, yes, dude. I promise you, like, so many times.
So we had a little interaction outside. We got here at the same time.
Yeah, y'all did. Y'all both texted.
Social anxiety. Like.
Yep. And he was here, and I was like here, and I'm staring at him.
I'm like, where's she at? I see Percy. Where is she at?
I was on the other side, and I'm like staring at him, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the co-host guy he's just telling me about. So just fucking talk to him. And I'm like, no, I'm scared. Like, just go fucking talk to him. So then finally, I was like, are you here to do this? Because I'm tired of being shy and weird.
Percy's like,
I would not start a conversation for nothing. I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm like, I said, just like Instagram, like 2 hours ago.
He's like,
that looks like, I text him, like, I think she just got here. And I'm looking, I'm like,
she's standing next to me. Should I say something? Should I say something?
My man's trying to talk to you.
Text him, send me her number. I'm gonna text her.
I
have an answer for my favorite set.
Okay.
It was on Valentine's Day, actually.
This past one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a really good time at that set because I was all sad and because I just got out of a breakup and I'm like, oh my God, like everything's horrible. But like I like did myself up, you know. I like went out there. There's like all these little, you know, Pilsen people out here, and that's my favorite place too. So yeah, it was a good set.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you DJ'd at La Vaca? Where you said no?
No.
The food's decent. You been there?
Yeah, I love the food.
La Vaca. She said she's going after it.
No, I don't think I have.
It's in Pilsen?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We almost let you get out of here without asking you about your name. Where'd the name come from?
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's like funny. So that's when I like smoked a lot. And I was high as hell. High, obviously. Yeah. I was so high. And then, sorry, Mom.
that's when the best ideas come to you.
Yeah, dude. I was just
I thought of a podcast when I was high.
See? I was just like, because the reason why I came to be Squadooble was like, it wasn't even like nothing about DJing, like literally. I was trying to hide from colleges on Facebook. That's what happened. So I was like talking to my cousin, we're just getting so high. I'm like, dude, I need like different names so people will never find me. Yeah. And then I'm like, Squadooble. And then she hits the blunt. She's like, D-Double. Squadooble D-Double was my Facebook name. And ever since
Squadooble D-Double.
From there, everybody, I like started DJing and shit.
And people in Chicago literally call you your Facebook name.
Squadooble. No, they used to call me Squadooble D-Double. Yeah. Like, I swear to you. Like, and that's when like I started DJing and stuff, and then I kept the name because everybody was like, keep it, like, don't change it. I eventually grew up and changed my Facebook name to my name, and people were like, nah, we want Squadooble back. We want Squadooble.
Who's this that like my picture?
Yeah, and it's hard because, you know, when I DJ and like people like my stuff, it's hard because first of all, I'll be loud, I sound like a mouse, and then they're like, squibbly, what? And I'm just like, and they're like, how do you spell it? I'm like, like, you know, it's like always
social
hard.
Anxiety, leave me alone.
And not only that, but it's like, this is difficult. There's a Q, some O's.
You're live. Everything.
Dude, there's too much. So I thought about changing my DJ name a lot, but I like it so much. Yeah.
Maybe SD. No.
Whoa.
You can't say that in Pilsen. DJ SD.
Yeah, no.
Squadooble.
SD-Double. No.
Never mind.
I'm not doing that.
That's a bad idea. Not all good high ideas are good ideas.
Facts. That's a fact.
That is funny. Trying to get you booked in specific areas.
Right. I was like, ooh, that's only going to work.
House parties on 18th only.
And maybe around here, no?
Yeah.
Like over there by Chicago and something.
Yeah. Like, yep. Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out nobody for that. What the hell?
we went to high school in that neighborhood. So a couple of our friends from over there.
Yeah, shout out the neighborhood.
Shout out Nobles, the West Town neighborhood.
Hey.
Neighborhood.
Woo!
Yeah.
Borinsky ski.
What's your biggest DJ fuck up?
Definitely that one that I just said, because that was fucking funny. Because then they called up the guy that was supposed to rap next. Why? I don't know. My laptop wasn't even on. He ended up being my boyfriend later in life, and I liked him already, and I was like, I don't have his set. And he's up here and he's looking at me and he's talking, ready to go. I don't got your shit up, bro. So
DJ,
what we gonna do?
Yeah, play that acapella.
Right.
Acapella, yeah.
Get creative real quick. I know your beats, baby. I'm down for you.
That's funny.
And then like I could say like my biggest gig that I threw up for that one too was when we DJ'd for Redman and Method Man. Well, we like opened for them.
Nice.
And it was me and Jay the artist. Man, that shit. Oh my god, I had got there when like absolutely nobody was there because I love to be early. Like I'm like time queen. Like don't fuck with my time. So I was there like at 7. Like nobody was there. They were setting up still. I'm like chilling, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden all these people start coming in. I just like threw up. I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. What the fuck? And she wanted me to like, cause she has like this verse where she's talking about like this girl like bouncing her ass or some shit. And she's like, oh, like come up there and like shake your ass. I was like, girl, I could barely stand here. Like, you want me to come what?
My feet will not move.
Yeah, but I mean, it was dope. Like, not for nothing. Just like because I'm playing her music, her energy, like everybody giving back that energy for her was like fucking incredible. Like, it was honestly pretty cool. So that was like the coolest gig.
Where was it again?
Fucking somewhere in Rosemont. I don't even know.
Okay.
Joe's?
There we go.
Oh, nice. That's a big venue.
It was a big venue. It wasn't. It was like May? Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe it was in June. Something like that. But I don't know. It was dope.
Last summer.
Yeah, that's a big spot. They do a lot of concerts there.
Yeah. It was cool. It was really cool.
That was the biggest crowd you've DJed for them?
Yeah, I did Pilsen Fest too. Or something fest. Taco Fest?
The taco?
Yeah, Taco Fest. And that was like, oh, that one was funny. That one was real funny. So, like I said, I don't be practicing and shit. And so, like, that time I didn't because I was working, like, a 3rd shift job. And, like, so I was always at work. Like, I had, like, no time to practice for shit. I'd been known I was going to do it, so I had time. But, like, I'm DJing this Taco Fest. There's all these kids and parents and shit. Why am I playing, like pop that pussy, do like, you know, like, and, like, our friend M. Doc comes, he's like, Squad, I need you to stop with the cursing, girl. Like, you gotta keep it PG out here. I said, PG? How you do that? Right. I was like, I'll try out here, sir.
Yeah.
Right. I would try to, because I did learn how to, like, filter out, like, bad words and shit. So I was just like, let me try that.
That's funny. Yeah, those are big crowds, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
That's what I aspire to keep doing this year. I want to do a
bunch of festivals, concerts.
Yeah.
We my man's over here a couple years away from having our own festival. Yeah.
In my head.
I ain't told you we thought about it yet.
Oh no. You're like, let me smoke a couple more blunts so I can create an idea.
Yeah. In the next couple of years, don't be surprised if you see a festival in Division with our name on it.
Dude, that'd be dope.
Like that's one of my dreams. I want to put together a festival.
Yeah,
it is a lot of work.
It starts with a party.
It's a lot of work.
No, it's a lot of work. It's
a lot of moving parts, a lot of permits.
Permits,
yeah. It's a lot of money. Permits. That is what.
Yeah. If you want a big festival, yeah.
Because just the lighting and engineering.
Well, the Taco Fest wasn't even that big, and it was like juking. It was like in a
it's
in
on
a
the vibe.
box.
That's why he says you need a part, like a group
Starts
of people.
with the party, then you go a little bigger, then
you need some sponsors.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That comes when the people are there.
True.
You gotta have the problem is when you ain't got no people.
People love to get their name in front of people.
Yeah.
True.
Running that concert featuring everyone that been on the show.
You DJ too.
Hey.
DJ Squadooble.
We already have that idea.
Go take it and run with it.
That's funny.
Do you see yourself in like the next 5 years with your music?
Man, in 5 years, I hope I'm like, first of all, I hope I learn CDJs by then. I don't know. I just can't get that for some reason, but that's because I'm trying now. But hopefully.
You be freestyling.
No. I don't know. Hopefully I'm doing it like for bigger, better purposes. I also want to do like a lot of, like this year, I'm trying to do like a lot of things for giving back to my community. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do a lot of nonprofit. I'm trying to do a lot of like giving back, like things that I'm not even like, I don't even care if I get paid for it or not. Yeah. I think that this was a gift that I was given and I want to give back. Mm-hmm. And I hope that later, maybe in 5 years, I can do bigger things to give back to bigger purposes.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Totally agree.
Like a cycle.
That's well. We're going to throw some community events together.
Yeah, dude.
Because we're planning on a bunch of different stuff. I'm really big like on community service.
Yeah, for sure.
It's important.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people forget. I feel like a lot of people are always focused on the light and the like fame, you know? Mm-hmm. That's never been a priority for me. Fame, I don't even like that shit. Yeah. Fame is like, ugh.
Rich or famous? Right. Would you rather be rich or famous?
I'd rather be loved. Fuck all that. Like, honestly, if I had to choose between love, fame, and money, I would choose love. For sure. What would you guys choose?
Love, fame, and money.
Love, fame, and money. Fuck the love.
You said the money, Taurus. Taurus is fuck.
Yeah, my first response is if I would have said rich than famous. But then you threw a curveball at me with the love.
What's the difference between being rich and having money?
No, rich and famous. No, rich.
Oh, rich and famous.
Which one? No, I read rich or famous. I'm sorry, rich or famous. I'd rather be rich or famous. I mean,
rich than famous.
Rather than be famous.
Love is something though, for sure. Like, if you're loved though, that's everything. You know, that's rich and famous at the same time.
Yeah, in a different light.
Right.
And the thing is, like, you can have all the money in the world, and that's cool. Well, what the fuck are you gonna do with it? Like, unless you're like doing, I don't know. I guess
I feel like with me, I feel like I give good karma out. Like, I don't do people wrong. I don't try to. So I live my life. I respect everybody, you know, individually, and I try to give respect to everybody. So when I feel like I'm loved already, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I get enough love where shit, give me the money now. You know, but like honestly, because like. I try to put that positivity out where people can always just be like, you might not know me, but you might feel something just because of what I, given out towards,
Right. That aura.
Yeah.
I'm at a point in life where I don't even have to defend myself. Like, somebody does me wrong, it's so many people coming to my defense for me.
Facts.
Like,
same.
Facts.
But I don't even be recognizing that shit. So, like, I'm always like, huh? Like, why? And they're just like, you're such a good person. Like, why don't you see it? And I'm like, I don't know. I need a mirror.
Yeah.
I'll be chilling.
Yeah, dude. It's like so humble in that sense.
So we got your name.
Robert got a question.
What do you have to say to the young Latinas coming up under you who are struggling to find a way, whether it be in the music industry or any other industry?
Let me repeat the question just to make sure the mic get it.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to say to young Latinas coming up, whether it be in the music industry or anything, for, what was the last part? Just words of encouragement.
They're just trying to find themselves and just find their way through things, those things, and just navigate through life as a young woman.
Yeah, I think no matter what race you are, whatever, I always just say stay true to yourself. Like, if you stay true to who you are and what you do, and like, I've always been true. I've never tried to be anybody else. I've never tried to be like, I'm just gonna do this to cater to this. No. Mm-hmm. I've always been very like authentic to who I am. And that's why I think it's gotten me so far, because I've always kept it real. I've always been real.
Yeah.
I think being real will carry
It's worth $1 million bucks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's in any craft you do, like whether you rap or anything, like, because then, you know, like people start getting in their head and people start letting their ego act for them and speak for them. And that's when they start getting egotistical and stuff. And that's when people don't respect them. And that's when they start doing bogus shit to people and things start coming back to them. So I think if you always stay true and you always stay good-hearted and you do things with good intent, then it'll come back and you'll be successful. And don't rush the process. For sure.
I always say, I'm going to be me 7 days a week.
Yeah. I don't got nobody else to be.
Don't got time to be trying to be nobody else.
Yeah.
Like I might.
Facts.
So I will say, like, there are times where I will cater what I say to my audience. You know? So I'll say how I feel, but the delivery might come off a little different sometimes. Okay. So if I'm talking to my mans over there, I might say it differently than if I say it to
me or something.
You.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you might see my energy seem like a switch up, but it's the same thing. You know?
That's some Virgo ass shit right there.
You have this deep ass, like,
that's funny.
Astrological conversation. Astrological.
Off camera. No, that was
off camera. We might have to bring some of that energy back on.
Dude, I do that shit all day. I'll have we can do a whole nother one on astrology.
The astrology episode.
I'll come dressed up like that Dave Chappelle meme.
That's funny.
I'll read your guys' birth charts and everything. That'd be lit.
Do y'all know what time y'all were born?
9:19 p.m.
9:19. 6:34 p.m. We the only ones?
It was like 11 something.
Yeah.
No, on the dot. We want the dots.
Yeah, 6:34 p.m.
Mine was sometime in the morning. I think like 6:30 or something. You said 6:34? Yeah. I think you just like, I heard your shit subconsciously.
You're like, me too.
Yeah, 6:34. What do you think we still see? From last week.
If I close my eyes, I see 6:34.
Hell no.
Man. No, I don't know. I remember looking at a birth certificate. I'm really good with numbers too, and had like a great memory. And I remember looking at it and just like, I'm gonna remember this. I want to know exactly what time I was born. I think it was the.
I hate when I do that shit. Yeah. Like I'm gonna remember this. It's right here, and I'm gonna always I remember. Yeah. And then I'm like, where did I put that thing? I remember I said I was gonna remember. It's so annoying. I hate doing that.
My dumb ass put the pizza in the oven. Went back. Forgot to turn it on. So I said,
I do.
Let me turn it on this time. Boom. Walk back to. It's like 2 hours later. I'm like, what the fuck? Go back. It's still off. I said, oh my god. All I'm doing
hungry. I would have been so mad at myself.
All I was doing was this. All right, close it. Boom. It's ready. Boom.
Were you high or no?
Probably.
I was like, that's horrible if you were not.
Forgot the whole pie in there.
Right.
Burnt that mug.
It's crazy.
Put the pizza in the oven, then turn it on.
Twice.
Went and checked it.
Bro, it was like 3 hours later.
Oh my god.
And I get beat up by the heat. You know, you open it.
Right. Yeah, for real.
I could have made like 6 pizzas by the time I was
No. That would have got me so mad at myself.
Soggy bottom piece.
That's nasty.
He ain't trying to hear that at all.
Hell no. Crispy pizza.
True
Thick
facts.
crust. What's your favorite pizza? Chicago style pizza.
I actually, you know what's crazy? I don't really like pizza. Yeah.
I don't like tacos.
I love tacos. Yeah, I've never been a pizza person. I don't know. It's cool.
Smack the shit out of you with that shit.
I don't like tacos.
Who?
He don't like tacos, but he eats tostadas, which is basically fucking.
Ew. A pizza taco.
Ever since we were fucking like, bro, this is my brother. So like, anyone like has to like our entire life, the shit that he does, I just don't fucking understand.
That's that Scorpio Capricorn shit. They just do shit that we just
tostadas.
Right.
This is a taco.
My mom.
That's how me and my brother were too. Trust me. Me and my brother was always like, but why do you do that like that? Why do you like that like that?
I don't know.
My brother's a Capricorn too.
My mom used to fry my tortillas. She should like everybody eating tacos, and then she got my shit in the oil frying that
no.
Just
hilarious.
Wow, spoiled.
I don't like it. I don't like tortilla. I don't like corn or flour. Either or. It's just it kills the taste of the food to me.
What? I feel like that makes it better. Yeah, it's like, ooh. And especially when they're like handmade.
The handmade tortilla.
Yes.
We got a lady that makes them.
I like just to me, like, you know what I do? I work that. They just like give me the taco. I'll scrape everything out. Taco bowl, so burrito bowl, like before TV.
What a shame.
Chipotle was popping. That was me. That was my idea.
That was me.
That was a white nigga saw me do that shit.
Amanda made top ramen. You made Chipotle. What the fuck?
They said rich or famous. He said rich.
Right.
Chipotle, yeah.
Chipotle.
You don't like Chipotle?
I like Chipotle. It's good.
I get down with it.
Me too. The burrito bowl was fire.
Fire. I like it with a lot of guacamole and some cheese on top.
But they be taxing though. I don't eat guacamole either. I don't eat guacamole, no tomatoes, no onions.
I don't like tomatoes.
I just eat cheese and meat.
Yeah, I was like, what do you eat? Pizza, right? Pizza. And I don't like deep dish. It's like pizza cake.
Yeah, I didn't like deep dish for a while.
I don't like
Until I got older, and then I was like, okay, I can make this shit.
Deep dish is overrated.
It is. Don't tell.
Being we're from Chicago, so it's hard for us to say that.
It's overrated.
Yeah.
Don't say that. You from New York, but you got that nasty ass 99-cent ass.
Yeah.
That's what the tourists eat.
Triangle slices.
That shit
Pizza cake.
That's
not what real New York is.
We give deep dish when we want to flex.
Yeah.
That's facts.
It's not good. Like,
let me show you
the
something.
Sauce isn't the part. Like, that's
The sauce is the part.
It is, but not for the deep dish though. It don't
Yeah.
be that good.
That's true.
don't
I'll agree with
it's
that.
always
And then it's just like the cheese.
It's like, bro, come on.
And I always hate the crust. I've never had one that I like the crust.
It's kind of stupid.
You started it. Fuck that.
Somebody get this guy.
Nah, I fuck with Illuminati's though. They decent, but
Yeah, I was gonna say that
When they
one.
take you to like the other one, you know.
Pequods is good too.
Yeah.
Pequods. You
I
don't
won't
like
feel them too much.
it? I like it.
Flat ass sausage.
I would
Actually, maybe I'm thinking. Okay, no. So pie-eyed pizza, like the regular pizza, fire. There's sauce. Now that sauce, I don't know what it is about that sauce. Man, I might low-key have that when I go home.
I like a buttery crust.
The attention to detail.
It's real. It's real.
The crust gotta be.
Hey, that's true though. I feel that. I understand. Why is that so funny? I understand.
Because he's so specific with it.
It's like saying like pepperoni or I like spicy. It's like the same shit.
It's the same.
I like the little beads that form on the crust right before you bite it.
You gotta sprinkle that shit on there too.
That shit is funny.
That cornmeal on top.
My kids like pizza.
I like
My
pizza.
girl loves pizza.
That's okay.
I like pizza.
That cookie though.
loves
That
pizza.
cookie though.
The cookie pizza thing?
The big.
That sounds nasty.
The big cookie.
I don't know. I never had it at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, girl. That sounds nasty.
I thought you like it's a cake.
No, it's like a. It's like a.
birthday. I was disappointed.
You got it for your birthday?
No, the cookie cake thing.
Ooh, those are so good.
No, it's a cook. It's just a cookie in a tray, but it's soft. Like the chocolate is real soft. It's like this big, like a fucking slice of pizza.
I like a soft cookie.
But it's fire though. Trust me.
It's not warm.
Fair. I guess I'll
Like
try
a warm
it.
soft cookie.
I like a warm soft cookie. I had some from Insomnia cookies yesterday.
Fire.
And the ice cream too. Dip it in ice cream. Oh my god, it was so
Facts.
good.
Fire.
Facts.
Right?
You know, you asked what he eat. I was trying to ask, but we was laughing just way too hard.
What?
The fans know, or
What
the
I eat?
listeners know.
What are you?
If you had to order food right now, what you calling and getting?
From here? Chicken?
Right.
Chicken and mild sauce?
Chicken and mild sauce. That's the go-to.
He did say meat. He did say all he eats is meat and
Meat, yeah, he said meat and cheese.
yeah,
right?
meat and cheese.
And sauce.
I ate chicken.
Ew.
Hey, how many weeks did I have
Yuck.
chicken here? Like 3 weeks in a row, right?
Here?
Yeah, before the episode.
I thought I had chicken last week.
Reef has banged your shit to sleep.
I said, why you clean it up? He said, what do you mean? It's gone.
All that shit was gone.
Eat up all this chicken.
I love chicken too, though.
Right.
Yeah. For sure.
Can I ask you one of my favorite questions? It's one of my favorite TV shows, but I feel like it's just a good question to always ask.
What is it?
It's, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh shit, what up? Oh shit, what up? It's Squadooble, she got VIP. Cut the line, girl, cut the line. You don't gotta wait.
My favorite question ever.
That's what I was.
Up in here, girl.
It's Squadooble, y'all don't know her.
It's a good question.
I like that question.
Dude, that would be like, I'll be like,
Inside the actor studio. They got a lot of great questions. You want
Yeah.
to know?
what's it called?
Inside the actor studio. That's number one.
Inside
What's your
the
favorite word?
studio.
Favorite word.
I don't
You
know.
gotta be quick.
Oh, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I have a favorite word.
I used to have an answer. I can't think
I
of
think mine is bitch.
Bitch.
We do call it
Too short.
bitch a lot.
We say
Happy
bitch a lot.
National Women's Day.
I'm sorry. No, I mean, I ain't bitch. I don't know.
Mine is true.
True.
Always true. If I'm not listening to you, if I'm listening to you, if I like agree with that, if I don't agree with that, true.
What's your least favorite word?
Oh, I gotta be fast. I don't know. Oh, this one that my coworker says. What the fuck he says? Oh, he says, I'm gonna smoke a big old boof. That word is just so ugly to me. Boof.
I've never heard that.
He says that when he's gonna smoke.
He
doesn't. He has big plugs though, so
That's even worse.
take one. No, he's dope. He's cool. He's just like, I'm gonna smoke a big old boof. I'm always like, a boof. So that's my least favorite word.
Number 3, what turns you on?
Oh fuck. I'm like, no.
I got a question after you.
Okay, let's go to 4. I'm like, let's go to 4.
Let's go to 4.
What turns you off? It's not a set.
No, I know, man. I'm just talking shit.
Off. A lot.
What's it?
I'm like, well, if I have a list out,
Let me tell you.
I think probably like bad hygiene.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What sound or noise do you love?
The sound of my cat purring. Oh my god.
What
like-
sound or noise do you hate?
This guy.
Cat purr is nice.
These are questions.
Can I sneak a question in here?
Go ahead.
Who put the battery in your back? Like, how'd you get into DJing type shit?
Oh, I was like, who put the battery in where?
So that's why I went into it. It's an expression.
Yeah. So my parents, definitely. I grew up in a hip hop community, in a hip hop background. My mom and dad were both break dancers from the Chicago Champions crew. So they had me at 16, 17 years old, you know. So I always be around like music, break dancing, hip hop, graffiti, all that shit. So like I grew up, and my dad is like he listens to like all types of music too, like alternative, all that shit. Like my dad is dope. He listens to all types of music. My mom listens to like hip hop and all that shit. So the two worlds, like, I don't know, I just always grew up loving music. Like, and I would tell them too, like, doesn't this sound good with this? And don't you think like this? They thought I was like a mastermind. Like they were like, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna do this, like, you know. And they always told me that my whole life. And then finally, when I was able to afford it and stuff, I just bought my stuff, and I was like, let's see if they were right. So that's why, kind of why I like to do everything also. Mm-hmm. Like I don't really have like restraints, because I feel like me as a person, if I'm out, I want to hear everything. So why wouldn't everybody else want to hear everything?
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then you always have different kind of people too. So maybe some people do want to hear rock, you know?
Yeah.
So I always try to like, that's why like I think that Cancer is something that works for me. Because I'm always like looking around the room like, I want to make that guy specifically. Like, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's always that one person that's just probably just randomly
there.
Know? Yeah, it's like, what does he like to listen to?
You play that one Green Day song and he gets lit.
Mm-hmm. Right. You never know. Exactly.
All the
small things.
That's a hit.
Exactly. See? Anything could make anybody just react. And that's what's so timeless about music. That's why I love it.
Yeah. Classics. I mean, you can like pick a song and remember like not where you were at, but like what age, and it gives you a whole different feeling.
Just off the song, you get memories, feelings,
everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, music is definitely.
I hear songs and like emotions come back. Not like reliving them, but just like remembering. You know, like man, when this song was live, like one that just came to mind. Now I was thinking of something else when I first started talking. But remember, what the fuck was the song? It was Neo. God, you remember?
I'm like, what Neo song? I love it.
Was it Neo? Neo and Plies. Neo and Plies.
Shawty. Was it that one?
Speeding in the fast lane.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bust it, baby.
Bust it, baby.
Bust it, baby. Wait, what about the song?
What feelings you get?
Fucking comedy, pure comedy. We were in
hilarious.
AAU. You remember now?
Hilarious.
We were in an AAU trip. We traveled down to Moline, Indiana. Illinois, which is like a 6 or 7 hour trip to play like a 4 or 5 game tournament.
Yeah.
This song comes on for like 70% of the ride.
No, what?
Dude in the front seat.
Is
like dancing so hard. He's one of our teammates. And like
this is his shit.
Bro, I'll never forget it. Like
the remix, the original version. He's speeding in the fast lane.
Yeah, remember? I'll never forget it.
I hear that shit and I just laugh.
Hilarious.
Dude.
Takes you back to being 17 on the road, going to basketball games.
Yeah.
For real, fact.
And there's a whole emotion tied to that shit. You know, like if you remember sneaking out the Motel 8 window.
We did. That's funny.
Oh, Super 8.
Badass kid.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
That's funny.
Okay, so tell the people where they can find you on social.
Whoa. You could find me on Instagram at Squadooble, SQUAD. SQUAD.
You're not the first person to spell it wrong.
Shit. SQUADOOBLE. Squadooble. Sorry, I had to
just IG, you got Twitter, you got...
I don't have a Twitter. I try to stay away from social media. I think it's poison.
Yeah.
So I just have an Instagram.
For the flicks.
But I'm like active on it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not active, yeah. But I do believe that social media is poison for sure.
Me too. I only have socials because of this shit.
Same. If I didn't DJ, I don't think I would even have an Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be cool to for people not to know anything.
Yeah. Right?
I'm like, oh, that would be the life.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm kind of on the opposite spectrum of that. But I use social for business, essentially. So this and real estate.
Right.
And then, like, I've always wanted to use it personally, but my selfie game weak.
Step that shit up. It's 2020. Be the best you.
Selfie stick.
How about a tripod?
Just
tripod
step it up,
crazy.
do something different.
Hey.
It's because he's no emotion, so you're real flat and basic, and your pictures are
they don't have emotional
They don't have no
ties.
emotion, and then you gotta.
I think it's just better on video. That's because I don't take them myself.
Exactly. So if yourself, you gotta take.
Tripod. Matter of fact, tripod is like having a cameraman.
True.
I'll be by myself.
We're gonna pull up when this episode drops. I'm gonna have some selfies in this video for you to see, and everyone else. Because Percy back in the day used to have like picture messages with Renew.
Yeah.
So you would have to send it to your email. I have an email with old selfies of Percy.
Blackmail you.
I have pictures of Percy, like freshman year, sophomore year, taking like selfies in the washroom or something.
Oh, he blackmailed you.
I had to take extras because my selfie game was weak.
Right. You had probably like a razor. That's when you have to do that, right? Like razors and shit. I
never had a razor.
Me either.
Yeah, my homie had one.
My friend had one, and I would take pics on hers. Like, I got a razor.
I used to hate on the razor niggas.
Me too. I was like, I'm poor.
They used to have different colors too. The red razors.
And then they could have music on it and shit.
No, I didn't like that shit.
I had voice memo recorded off
107.5. Yeah, me and my best friend used to do that shit.
That's funny.
The sidekick, I was always so mad too because I couldn't have none of that fun shit.
Razor sidekicks.
I had a little two-way looking thing in high school. Remember my two-way?
Yeah.
It was like
two-way? Oh, the double phones.
Yeah,
the weirdo double phones. They were so weird.
Keyboard. You got it's like a brick and then you open it as a keyboard.
I think I had that type of thing.
Real two-way? Or
no, I said a two-way looking thing. I
think I had a two-way looking thing. You could definitely do that type of thing too. Because I always hated like the T9 and all that.
Yeah.
That was like annoying.
We was T9 guys.
Man.
I was the ABC guy for a while.
No, that's so much longer. Oh, actually, I was T9. Yeah, you're right. ABC one was the long one.
I didn't T9. We was ABC.
For real?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
That's right on time. But if you actually give me the selfies, you can put them in there.
Okay.
All right. So this has been the episode of Run It Back Podcast. Bubba, take us home.
Thank you for having us. You made her
story again.
Her story.
Appreciate you for coming out, sticking with us.
Yes.
In this cold, weird kind of day out here. You know, the weather.
It's nice out. I thought you meant it was cold because I thought it was cold because there was earth signs around.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Oh yeah, standing next to Capricorn
and a Virgo.
And a Virgo.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming out again. You're the first. Hopefully not the last time.
No.
Welcome anytime. So thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
On that note,
we out.
We out.